for joining us today for our Friday at 5 with our very own Dr. Rabbino.
That was short and sweet, wasn't it?
That's usually the way you like it.
Well, so I'm welcoming my daughter Amy to today's time, and also to the Nibbies, who have just joined the Stratford and are prepared to submit themselves to this. If you looked at the flyer that we created, I decided that I would try to do this in 3 parts, so that we would start with basically an ode to spring and play songs that you'd be familiar with about springtime. And then we'd move on to a short segment of Ragtime, some of which I think you'll know, maybe you'll know them all. And then we would end up with Showtime and play songs that were popularized and written by Johnny Mercer. And you could fill several evenings with Johnny Mercer songs, but hopefully I've selected some that you'll like. So there we go. And of course, I encourage you to sing. Help me out, and hopefully you'll know the songs too. When April showers lovely song called April Love. And film from the same name. April love can slip right through your fingers. So if she's the one, don't let her run away. The year is 1932. This song was written by Yip Harburg, and it's called April in Paris. What have you done to my heart? I touch your hand and my heart grows strong, like a pair of birds that burst with song. My eyes look down at your lovely face, and I hold the world in my embrace. Younger than springtime are you, softer than starlight are you, warmer than winds of June, other gentle lips you gave me, gayer than laughter are you, sweeter than music are you, angel and lover, heaven and earth are you to me. And when your youth and joy invade my arms, as now they do, then younger than springtime am I, gayer than laughter am I, angel and lover, heaven and earth am I with you. And the year, of course, was 1932. How were things then, George?
Perfect.
George is our timekeeper. 1945, the show Carousel. Thought you're all familiar with it, but I don't know if you're familiar with all the lyrics to the song June is Busting Out All Over. June is busting out all over the meadow and the hill, and the birds and the buds are busting out of bushes, and the Robin River pushes every little wheel that wheels beside the mill. June is busting out all over. To ladies the men are paying court. Lots of ships are left at anchor because the captains hanker for comfort they can only get in port. June is busting out all over. The sheep aren't sleeping anymore, and the rams that chase the ewe sheep are determined there'll be new sheep, and the ewe sheep aren't even keeping score. June is busting out all over. 1952, Comden and Green wrote, "I'm singing in the rain, singing in the rain, a glorious feeling, I'm happy again, laughing at clouds so dark up above, sun's in my heart, and I'm ready for love. Stormy clouds face everyone from a place. Come on there, rain, there's a smile on my face. I walk down the lane with a happy refrain, and I'm singing, dancing in the rain." And let's not do that without mentioning Gene Kelly, of course. Yes.
Yeah, that's such a sensational dance, isn't it?
And for those of us that are still childlike,
We're going back.
Mr. Bluebird's on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual, everything is satisfaction. God, wonderful feeling, when was the last time you sang that song? We can't stop singing about spring, especially when we think of this particular song, Tiptoe Through the Tulips, by the tulips, that is where I'll be. Tiptoe through the tulips with me. Tiptoe by the willow, will you come with me? Tiptoe through the tulips with me. Knee deep in flowers, we'll stray, we'll keep those showers away. If I kiss you in the garden by the moonlight, will you pardon me and tiptoe through the tulips with me? Well, that's a shot at springtime, and I've saved all of those really tough, heartbreaking songs about April. So let's move on to a little bit of ragtime. something you might not know is that the revival of Scott Joplin's music was done by Marvin Hamlish, who wrote Chorus Line. So a nod to Marvin as well. Come on along. Come on along. Let me take you by the hand to the man who is the leader of the band. He plays you a call like you never heard before. That you wanna go for. Why, it's just a restless man up down. My buddy, come on along. We've gone to great lengths to improve the acoustics here, which was, don't sing. No. We can actually be heard down on B Street, if you can believe it. That's not Basin Street. Muskrat Rebel. Look and shuffle and shuffling down. Rebel from town. That song was also recorded as the Dixieland Five, if you remember that. Anybody remember that? Okay. Here's a song that's called the Oceana Roll. Ever been seasick? Well, Billy McCoy was a musical boy on the cruiser Alabama. He was there at the piano like a fish down in the sea. But when he'd rattle off some harmony, every night upon the ocean he would get that raggy notion, start to syncopate an ocean lovely. No one could sleep when out there in the deep when Billy cut loose out at sea. Well, each fish and worm begins to twist and squirm. The ship starts to dip, it does a corkscrew's turn. Just see the smoke so black, see from that old smokestack. It's going back to heaven and it won't come back. Now here and there you see a stool and chair, a slipping on the cabin shouting, I don't care. And then the having starts a singing and the bell begins a ringing. While I'm sitting at that piano there on the Alabama, playing the Oceana roll. Each fish and worm begins to twist and squirm. The ship starts to dip and does a corkscrew's turn. Just see the smoke so black, so think what old smokestack. It's going back to heaven and it won't come back. Now here and there you see a stool and chair, a slip around the cabin shouting, I don't care. And when the hamming starts to swinging and the bell begins a ringing, while I'm sitting at that piano there on the Alabama, playing the Oceana roll. Well, I'd like to turn now to Johnny Mercer, who wrote so many songs. I mean, as I say, we could keep you here for a few days at least. He was born in Georgia, and he lived about 70 years, but the amount of production, he was so prolific, I can't believe it. So we'll try to hit a few of the highlights. The year was 1961, Breakfast at Tiffany's, and this was the theme song from that film. And of course it starred Audrey Hepburn. So what a wonderful marriage of music, song, lyric, and the actress, of course. Another one of his songs that I think is really quite wonderful is called The Days of Wine and Roses. The days. the days of wine.